What is Ubisoft doing right now? What are they doing? What are they doing? This is a completely random video I decided to make, and I'm more confused if anything. So believe it or not, I've been completely out of it when it comes to this Ubisoft dilemma. I was aware of the whole SA allegations, if you know what I mean. Ubisoft are quite well known for not having the best of managers, if you get what I'm saying. But that was it. That's all I really knew about. I haven't really been focused on it. I've just been playing the games and reviewing them. But doing some research, I found out that the company right now, the stock price is at an all-time low. They've cancelled 3 big AAA games. They've got an Avatar game coming out that we have seen no gameplay for, which was supposed to come out alongside, I'm assuming, Avatar 2, which released a month or 2 months ago. Mirage, Assassin's Creed Mirage has been delayed to the end of the year apparently, or August. It's like, what's going on? What's happening? And I wanted to talk about it because I think it's actually quite interesting because it's in the gaming industry. And to be honest, I'm getting a bit burnt out with the whole should you buy thing. I just want to take a minute, relax, just talk about something inside the industry that isn't, you know, should you buy it? I mean, should you buy Ubisoft stock right now? No, don't buy Ubisoft stock because I don't know what they're doing. So let's talk about it. Now, let's first talk about the 3 games they cancelled because, you know, I'm a game reviewer. Let's talk about that. So there's 3 games they cancelled. I don't know if they were all confirmed to be AAA or quadruple A these days, but if they were AAA, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Ubisoft probably already threw a ton of money at them. Each game, not just combined, each game probably had, you know, 100 mil, probably more, thrown at them, possibly. Maybe less. Maybe less. I'm not too sure. But the point is, that's 3 big AAA games they had no faith in creating, which just doesn't bode well for pretty much any of their franchises. Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs, Splinter Cell, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Where's that? It's been nearly a decade since they announced that, I'm pretty sure. When they announced it, 2016? 2017? It's 2023. It's 2023. It's been nearly a decade, bro. Where's the game? There just seems to be a really confusing situation at Ubisoft from an outside perspective for me. Maybe it's not confusing to you guys, but it's confusing to me because all they seem to make is open world Far Cry games. Okay, what I mean by that is they made Far Cry 3. Well, no, let me take that back. They made Far Cry 3 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. We're not talking about Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, because Brotherhood introduced the whole system where you go into a specific area on the map, you liberate it, and then you climb a tower and then you jump off. Then Far Cry 3 did it 2 years later, doing the exact same thing with towers and camps. And then ever since, their entire game design in every single one of their games, it seems like, apart from Wildlands, actually. Wildlands didn't have towers or anything like that. I still didn't like Wildlands. I know people disagree with me on that. Hello, it's my opinion. But I didn't like it. So all Ubisoft seem to do is make open world Far Cry and Assassin's Creed games for every single game they make now. Which is weird because they have Splinter Cell. They've done nothing with it since 2012. By the way, Splinter Cell Blacklist, a lot of people didn't like that game. I thought it was really good. I thought it was sick. I played a fuck ton of that game, and they just left it to die. I thought the multiplayer was awesome. You know, do you remember the multiplayer where you play as like third person and then you got first person? I love those games. Even Arkham Origins did a multiplayer mode. I love that game. I miss creative modes. I miss developers doing something creative for once. It's just the same shit every time. It's fucking boring. But that brings me on to the whole monetization aspect of Ubisoft games. I mean, there's no secret, I'm very against monetization in games, like microtransactions and stuff like that. I talk about it all the time, I can't help it, it just always gets brought up. But Ubisoft, they seem to be worse than EA now. EA have calmed down a little bit. They've calmed down a little bit with games like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and taking out loot boxes from Battlefront 2 a while back. Oh god, that was like 5 years ago now. Time is going quick. So they did all that. So Ubisoft is the only one that's really, the only big company that is really leaning into predatory monetization schemes these days. Because all their games are designed for it. When I say that open world Far Cry games, open world Far Cry and Assassin's Creed games, I ignore the monetization aspect. Because Far Cry 3, I can still go back and play that game. Sure, it's repetitive, but it's not so overly bloated where you get bored of it halfway through. I could complete Far Cry 3 in 12 hours if I wanted to, while doing most of the content. Easy work, light work. But then you come to a game like Far Cry 6. That map is huge, unnecessarily big. It's boring to explore, there's nothing in it. And it's just the same thing over and over again. You got a camp, you got this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And then you get thrown fucking microtransactions everywhere you go. It's just there. Then you got Odyssey, Valhalla. Valhalla's even worse. Time saver packs. They've been around since 2014 with Unity, I think. But it's just getting worse. With Unity, you could complete that game in like 6 hours. It's not a very long game if you just do the story missions. But if you do Valhalla's story missions, you're guaranteed to be playing for like 40, 50 hours, and most people don't have the time to do that. And then people conflate it with like value. So the more time you spend in a game, the more valuable it is. It's worth your money. Not if you're not enjoying yourself. What happened to it, the value being how much fun you have? Do you sit down and watch a 9-episode show where you don't like any of the episodes? You don't do that unless you're a reviewer. You just don't do it. You don't want to watch it. You don't watch it. But when you buy a game, you've already spent 70 quid on it now, £70. You've passed the 2-hour refund point unless you go and buy it physically. So there's nothing you can do. And you enjoy bits of it. You enjoy aspects of Ubisoft games because aspects of them are fun. Their combat systems can be fun. Their stealth systems are okay. They're okay. So they constantly tease you. It's like gambling, conveniently enough. They tease you just enough to keep you playing. Now, of course, I'm just talking from my own opinion, okay? It's my opinion. I'm not saying this is a fact or it's a guarantee or whatever. I know people enjoy new Ubisoft games. I know there's an audience out there for it, but I just don't enjoy them that much. And this may affect my chance to get a review copy for Mirage or whatever, but I don't care. Because the reality is, as excited as I am for Assassin's Creed Mirage, for it to be going back to a classic style of Assassin's Creed, you know, one big city, it's all dense, you know, you got the proper assassin elements for an assassin game. I'm happy that's coming back. But at the same time, it's not gonna last, is it? They've already admitted that they've already got another RPG game coming out. They've got a mobile Assassin's Creed game coming out, which actually doesn't look terrible for a mobile game. So why should I care about Mirage? And I guarantee there'll be time saver packs in that game. You wait and see, they'll add it in. So to finish this off without going on too much, I want to talk about the future of Ubisoft. The future of Ubisoft is looking grim. It is looking grim. I think the Guillemos, I think that's what they're called, the Guillemos. They're the family that owns Ubisoft. They ain't got long left if they keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to be bought out by a company. Who's the company that bought Tencent? Tencent, that's it. They're going to be bought by Tencent at this rate. I mean, I think they have. Apparently, they own 29% already. That's only going to grow. That's only going to grow if the Guillemos keep messing up. But what does that mean for the IPs? You know, what does that mean for Splinter Cell? What does that mean for Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Ghost Recon? There's so many more IPs that I haven't mentioned, Beyond and Good Evil 2. But yeah, that's my cynical viewpoint of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. It's a random video, but I've also got another video coming out tonight responding to your comments from the last community post. So watch out for that if you've commented on there. And you know, comment down below. What do you think about the Ubisoft situation, man? It's not just about me, it's about you guys. I want to know what you think. I want to get the general gist of things before I make reviews on Ubisoft games and just constantly shit talk them when you guys actually really like them, you know? It's just, I want to be a bit more positive. But if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you. Simple as that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Time constraints. Bye-bye.